Angel Creations. Welcome back to my craft room. It is going to get busy in this craft room again. We are expecting well, at this point I think it's a tropical storm, but it could turn into a hurricane. So shaking up some old gold paint here. Sorry about the shaking. Yeah, so I'm a little worn out. Don't mind me. A little hot mess express today because we've been putting away the lawn furniture again and the chimes and all the plants and all the things that you have to do when a hurricane, we'll call it a hurricane, is a-comin'. Let me turn my glue gun on. Get ready. I thought I would take a little break from all that work. My roommate is here, so if you hear noise in the background, it's her, and don't mind that. So I thought I would just take a break and get on here and do a little, what is today? What's today? Wednesday? A little Wednesday crafting. A little hurricane preparedness crafting. So we are going to grab yourself a nice, I got my Nana mug, a nice hot cup of coffee, and grab yourself a nice hot cup of coffee, tea, or a cold drink. Green Mountain coffee. I love it, love it, love it. All right, so we're gonna do a pretty easy craft today. We're going to be using the church window from the Dollar Tree. We're going to be using one of these nativity sets from the Dollar Tree, and then one of these stars. All of it is from the Dollar Tree, but if you can't find these stars, the Dollar Tree has these out for Christmas right now. That would work very well. And this blessed word that came out at the fall holiday in a 3-pack, or maybe, I don't remember how many, but they had hello fall and all those words. This was in that. So the first thing we are going to do is take our church window out of its plastic. So I don't know if you are in my area, any viewers in my area. I know Gloria and Christine. Hi to both of you. I know you guys are probably getting ready. Let's see, Deborah on the go is probably getting ready also for this hurricane. I'm taking this off. Came off real easy. So I know you guys are probably all getting ready, and maybe Crafts by Jazzy too. Crafts by Jazzy lives probably about 5 minutes away from me, and I just have to tell you, she was so good to us during Hurricane Ian. I'm going to try to get this little glue blob off, because otherwise I'll have to sand it. But she was so good to me during Hurricane Ian. She kept checking on us. Thank you so much. That meant so much to us. She was even willing to go out. We had no electricity for a couple of days. She was even willing to bring us food. Okay, hold on. I need a paper towel over here so we can get, oh, it's stuck to my table. Got the glue gob off, but I want to get it a little bit nicer. Let me see what I can get without the heat. I really want most of this off this church window. I want it to look like it's never been there, if I can get it that way. Pretty close, pretty close. The thing is, it looks like it's never been there, but what they do have in the middle of their church window is, I don't know what it is. I don't even know if you can see it, but we're going to have to live with that. All right, so we're not going to touch this right now. We're going to put that aside, and let's put down, whoa, put down some parchment paper because I want to paint this whole, every single piece of the nativity set black. So I'm going to use my chalk paint and ink by Waverly because it just dries faster. We're not going to use this piece. This is the stand that it comes with so that you can put your pieces in it. We're not going to need that, but we are going to save it. Of course we're going to save it. I can hear my sister's voice right now. Of course we're going to save it. Alright, let me fix my apron. I'm sitting on it all wrong here. Alright, so we need to turn our card around and get us a brush and some... Look, it's a mess in here because we are batting down the hatches. So please bear with me today. I can't believe we are doing this again. Really? I'm looking for a brush. I guess this one will do. You know, I thought we were going to be good after Hurricane Ian, but here we go again. Alright, so I am going to paint Mary and Joseph and the baby Jesus and the wise men and the nativity, the manger, all in black. So let's start doing it together, and then we'll probably just go off camera and paint the rest. You don't need to watch me paint. So back to Christine and Gloria and all the peeps I just mentioned, Deborah on the Go and Jazzy, Crafts by Jazzy. We all live not too far from each other. We've all met on here too. Well, I met Jazzy at the Dollar Tree. But, you know, I just want to say, be safe, everybody. Be safe. We are on the western coast of Florida more so than the eastern. We're kind of central, but we're mostly, I don't know, we're more, I would say we were west coast. I mean, it's an hour. I gotta grab some more paint here. It's about an hour to the ocean on the west side of the ocean, and if we go to the east side, it's about 2 hours. So I would say we were closer to the west side, which is actually a little bit better for us at the moment. And but I hate to say that because somebody's gonna get it, right? We don't wish this on anybody, but thankfully it looks like it is gonna stay away from our friends down in Port Charlotte and all that down there. They're still recovering from Hurricane Ian. Alright, so I'm going to keep painting, and when I see you next, these will be all painted. Be right back. Okay, so all of my nativity pieces are all done, and my word, my blessed word. The only thing I did do differently than I said was I did baby Jesus in antique Waverly wax, and I rubbed it off a lot with a baby wipe, but the bottom of his stand is black. I don't know if you can see that. That's the only thing I decided to do. Alright, now we do have to paint our star in gold. So I have to pick out which star I want to use here. I'm thinking of putting my star on the very outside of this up top here. Okay, so I think I'm going to use, let me see. I think I'm going to use the one that I first picked. It is, or is this one kind of nice too? I think I will pick that. So pick whichever star you want. I'm going to paint mine gold. And this is very old glue, paint, so I can't even read my label. I don't know where I got it. But anyway, we're hoping this is going to give me a nice little gold color. If not, I will have to do silver. But it looks good, so let's dip this in and give this a quick gold. Oh yeah, that's nice. Very, very, very nice. Old, but still hanging in there, just like me. Alright. We're going to probably give this a couple of coats. And I'm going to go around my edges. Now this is, what do they call this? It's a certain kind of cut. What do they call it? Laser cut. So it is darker on the edges. But I want it to match my star. You're going to see it. It's going to be 3D. So I'm just going to do my edges. You do you if you don't think that you need to. Now, if you are using a different star, see, my star is that laser cut one, and I am not going to try to get in. I'm going to do the back. Mine just bent. I don't know if that's good or not. I'm going to do front and back on mine this time because I am, because it's going to be seen from more than one side. And that should be it. 2 coats on this. I'm going to dry it real quick. Holding it with my tweezers so I can get both sides. I do have a little bit of folk art extreme glitter. I might add a little. It's hologram or holograph or holographic. I might put a little bit of that. On my star. Let's see, still a little sticky there. Let me dry this up and we'll be right back. Yummy, yummy coffee. Okay, so that's dry. Now, I just want to take a little bit of this iridescent holographic, what do they call it? Hologram by Folk Art. And I want to just put a little bit of that where baby Jesus' head would be. So I'm going to just take a little bit with my paintbrush from the cap. You know how it would be like, I don't know, I can't think of the word. I tried to think of the word before I got to this point, but I just want it to be like, I don't know. Really, you probably won't even see this, but I put a little tiny bit right on the top where his little head would be, because the rest would be swaddling blankets and all that. And actually, I might just put a little bit of this because it looks white, but when it dries, it is hologram. So I'm just going to put a little on my star. Why not? Just on the tips of my star. Maybe a little daub in the middle. Alright, so now we are going to glue our, let's put this away, let's put this in water. Now we are going to glue our pieces. Well, now we got a couple of things here that need to dry, so let me put this over here. Let me put baby Jesus over here. Okay, so now we may, I don't know if we're going to use our wise men, because I am having a hard time deciding whether I want my manger in the middle of my window or to the side of the window. So if I do it to the side of the window, I have baby Jesus in the middle, if I do it that way. And then, let's see, Joseph would be here. And then the baby Jesus, and then we might be able to fit the wise men. Yeah, I think we're just going to... We're going to keep it simple because I'm in the middle of getting ready for a storm. And instead of trying to figure out how we can put these guys in the background, maybe we can put them in the foreground. I don't know. But right now we're going to center our manger. So I'm just going to center that right in the back. And how I'm going to do that is I'm just going to put it where I want it and then glue it down. Putting it in the middle. Put a little up here. And then we're going to just go ahead and put our little baby Jesus down. This is going to be so sweet, and it's going to be so simple, so easy. Okay, now we're going to put Mary and Joseph, and I'm going to put them as close as I can to baby Jesus. Joseph. Oh, got myself. Now, I was thinking, I have the word blessed because, let's look at this. Well, can you see that? I need something white behind it, or something that you can see. Oh, there's a tag there. Hold on, I'll find something. How about this? Can you see how nice that looks? Okay, so I was thinking we're gonna have blessed down here in white. But I was thinking maybe because our wise men, they don't really fit back here. I was thinking, what if we put them here? But then we have our blessed. I don't know if I like the wise men. Here, let me show you one here. I think it's too crowded. Let me see. Maybe we'll put, no. Yeah, I don't think I like the wise men. It's hard for me to show you. I don't think I like the wise men on here. I do want them on here, but they just don't work. But how sweet is that? I love that. It's so simple. So we're going to put blessed, and we're going to put our star. Whoops. And I don't know if you can see the little iridescent. I'm going to actually put another little drop. I'm just going to drop it right out of my dropper, because when it dries, it's so cool. It's like a little, it's iridescent, and it dries clear, so it doesn't matter what color you have underneath it, it will pick up that color. Alright, so now we're going to put our star on top of our window, our church window, just like that. And then we're going to put our word blessed down the bottom. I love this. I love this. I love the simplicity of it. I love that it's a little church window with a little nativity scene. And I like to put my nativity up first. When I put up Christmas, I put my nativity up first. Before my tree, that's the first thing I unpack. And the last thing I put away is my nativity. It's very important to me. And so this will be our first decoration in the house for me. And I love this. All right, so now I have to take something. I put that little dot with this, and if I hold this up, it's gonna drip. So I need to absorb that little bit of dauber. Little bit of, it's too big of a little drip, so I'm gonna spread it out just a little bit where his head is. I'm gonna give it a little dry because I really want you guys to see it. So let me dry this and be right back. Okay, so everything's done, everything's dry. I'm gonna stand up and show you without getting any paint on my little window because of my hands. I'm gonna show you what that iridescent piece looks like on baby Jesus' head close up. Now, it is not completely dry, but look at the star. See how it's hard to show the iridescent, but it's really pretty anyway. Okay, so here it is, but I decided now I'm gonna use parchment paper because I just took my vellum down and it was not in good shape. It's been a long time since I've crafted with vellum. But I'm sorry. Before we get to vellum or any of that, I want to tell you that while I was drying the baby Jesus holographic, paint and stuff, I did cut my 3 wise men apart from each other to see if I could fit them on my frame. I would have had to paint the back of this one to have it facing the right way, and they still don't fit, but I am going to save them for another project. So I did want to tell you that I did try other ways to fit the wise men on. But anyway, this is what we have so far. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace this with a pencil. I have a piece of parchment paper. I just ran out of Dollar Tree parchment paper, but they do sell it. My roll is on the bottom of the floor here. I just got another roll. But all this whole thing can be done with Dollar Tree. It's all Dollar Tree except for the paint. So I'm just going to trace out my church on a piece of parchment paper. And I'm going to glue that in the background tight, like it would be a stretched canvas. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want this to look like we're looking into a church window. And I don't know, I just want a background to it so you can see it better when it's hanging on the wall, so that, like, say we were going to hang this on a wall and the wall has wallpaper, you'll see the wallpaper through the church window. So I'm just going around and trying to cut out this it's not vellum. Do you know what vellum? If you have vellum, vellum would be a little bit nicer quality, but my vellum is in bad shape. I think my cats have been playing with my vellum. But this works good. This is similar to vellum. I actually made a whole lantern one time using parchment paper. It was really cool. Maybe we'll do that on here again someday. All right, so it does have a little hanger in the back. We need to move that out of the way here. We're going to keep that hanger on, just moving it up so it can hang correctly. And then we're just going to get a good finger protector. Maybe I should put a couple on my fingers. And we are going to just go around and, I don't know if this one will stay on. We're just going to glue this onto the back. I'm just going to use hot glue. And I'm not using a lot because it's parchment paper. We don't need a lot. Don't go crooked though, don't go crooked. So I'm only going to do a little bit at a time because I want it to be tight, like a stretched canvas. This isn't even sticking to hot glue. What's going on here? Maybe we need more? Maybe it doesn't stick to glue? Maybe we need to use some Aleene's? Let's see. Let's put a glue stick in. That's the first order of business. And we'll do this again and see if maybe I just didn't have enough, because it should hold. Try that again. Look, I'm using the finger I don't have protected. What a dummy. I don't know, maybe because there's a waxiness to it. So we're gonna have to go around with a different glue. Let's use some of this Dollar Tree Fix-All adhesive, okay? Let's do that. So that's not working. Let me see if we don't even need to pick that off. We don't. It's not going to be in our way. So let me just squeeze a little bit of this out. I want it all the way around though, because like I said, I'm trying to get a stretched, I'm going to do this whole thing. I'm trying to get a stretched canvas effect. Alright. We might have to glue it on here too. Alright. Now let's try this for the third time. Alrighty, here, let's get this down. I'm gonna slide it down. There we go. No wrinkles, just nice and tight. Hold that down good. I'm gonna fix the bottom in a minute. I'm going to crease the bottom here, like that. Okay. So this is going to have to be held down, but I'm going to hold this up for a moment and show you. And I have to trim off the bottom still a little, but how adorable is that? See how the vellum just pulls it all together? Alright, so I do have to trim off this overhang before it gets... There. Alright, so I am going to just let this glue up. I need that glue again because there's a little bit at the top here that is not, where are my tweezers, that's not getting any glue. Alright, that'll be better. This is very stinky stuff, but it does the trick for sure. If you can handle the odor. I don't use it very often. Alright, so I'm going to let this glue up. This is our final product. I hope you love this product. I hope you love this project, not product. Project. I love this project. We didn't get to put the little wise men in, but I love it just the same. I think this came out so pretty, so simple, so elegant, right? It says everything I want it to say. All about the baby Jesus. This is a great time for you to give me a thumbs up. Sharing is caring. If you don't mind, it would be wonderful if you would share this with your friends, family, or social media, or all three. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, comment, do all the things that really helps my channel grow. And until the next time I see you, please say a prayer for Florida, for our, I don't know, it's actually Tropical Storm Nicole right now. So let's just pray it doesn't turn into a hurricane. I'm going to put this down so it can not get wrinkly. And yeah, so in all my local friends, stay safe, and I will see you all on Thursday. Be good and do good. Bye now.